raised in that family where discussion, arguments, culture, but also economics, politics were involved continuously around the table. My parents were really engaged into arts, culture, but also in the community, and they learned us really to take a stand and to take and to build arguments for our point of views, and it was in that environment that I grew up. It was in an industrial town. A lot of people came from abroad, not from Belgium itself, and so all kind of nationalities were there. So a quite cosmopolitan environment, in fact, if you look to the population itself. And at the same time, I was in a family where we always were fed with all kind of information and books, literature, music, movies. Then another thing I was thinking of was that I was not the easiest one. If everybody was saying left, I was saying no, I do right. And but as I said, I had to defend it. Why? And so I always took that kind of strange position, I think, but never without any reason or without any. I always had a story. I always was capable to tell a story around it. I think art and design can really change the world. They can inspire people. They can provoke people. They can improve life. It are interesting tools to change behavior, and that's where I'm interested in. And sometimes they raise questions, sometimes they just solve problems. But it can be on labor, it can be on new forms of nature, it can be on new ways of living together. All these elements that react on our daily life, that are the starting points of our discussions in the team of Z33, but also in the team of Design Academy there. So, and that's what we do with the students. It can be really working in a neighborhood and look how societal developments and changes are working, and what we can do to enable that, or to stop it, or to make it more clear, or to create awareness. So it's from the level, from the product to the system, and the object to the system, that we try to look what social design, for instance, can do. It was not making sense anymore, and at the end we tried to do it. We had to follow their position, and it became clear that we were in the irrationality of rationality, which means is that you cannot be against good intentions of being monitoring efficiency, rules, and so on. But if you, I'm not against it, but if you really ask why, I want to know why. And then I can also defend them towards my team, towards the students and all the participants of the academy. And that was not possible anymore. So at that moment, it stopped for us, because we could not longer defend it. Try to look to your problem where you are in the middle of, to bring that on a kind of meta level. I broke at a moment when I was saying, no, I'm fighting against something and not for something. At that moment, I realized it's over for me here. Because I don't want to be against, I want to stand for something. And at that moment, it was really over. So that was the turning point for me. And I would advise everybody to look always if you can stand behind something, and that that you still can defend it, and that it's for something or for somebody that you're doing it, that you believe in, and that is giving motivation and energy. Otherwise, it stops. And then using media, using the media that are there to communicate, to create awareness. We started to use all kind of social media to communicate with all the students, to inform, to create complete transparency, to put everything online, what is there, what we had on documents, on papers, so that we share it completely and let people decide if you are right or wrong. Because the audience is smarter than, never underestimate the audience. And then suddenly you get a lot of energy back, because if you give a lot, you get a lot of back. Speak now for the western part of the world, like Western Europe, United States. I believe that fear is one of the biggest forces at this moment. Fear. Fear is creating a society where that control is the big guru. I hope that we can change that in the coming years, because we go from a society of fear to a society of control. And that is not necessary, and that's really not necessary.